My people, my wonderful people, I welcome you again to our original Pidgin English channel. This na our community, na our own be this. I welcome you to another lesson today. Today we don't carry another one come. And for today's video, for today's lesson, we want to learn how to sew pockets for clothes. So this na short knicker where they try to sew. So I just say before I swam, make I at least share with my people how, in case you want to do your own, how to sew pockets for trouser, knicker, skirt, anything. So I just want to let us know, say, when we want start to sew anything we get pocket, now the pocket with the first fix, especially if na skirt or if na trouser or if na short knicker. So when you want start to sew, you will first start with the pocket. That one na number one. So for this lesson now, we want learn how to take fix straight pocket. It is very simple and it go easy to understand. So make we start. So the first thing we're going to need to do now, just to outline tools where I go use. This one are the straight ruler, the tape rule, chalk. I will use this gum stay, and this very soft gum stay now I want use, and then my scissors. So we don't already cut the knicker where we want sew the pocket. But the first thing we will go come do now to mark for the on top the knicker. See the pocket where I want use. So I don't cut them. This one 10 inches by 6 inches. So it is 6 inches wide. That is it unfold though. So they unfold. So 6, that is in total now 12 inches. And then the length now 10 inches. So the first thing we're going to need to do now to just come for the knicker itself. See, I will just measure 2.5 inches. I will measure 2.5 inches by 6.5 inches. So I don't want to make the 6.5 inches don't do. Or if you make a 7.5 as the opening, even the 7.5 a wide small. So 6.5 is okay. I think 6.5 is okay. So 6.5 by 2 or 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches is perfect. So just mark your 2.5 inches here. Then the 6.5 inch. The next thing what we go come do now, you don't mark them, so just connect this 2.5 inch mark to this 6.5 inch here. So just connect them like this with your chalk. So don't connect them now. The next thing what we go need to do now to cut them out. So to cut them out now, I'll just put this one on top like so. See, this pocket side I will put them. So when I want cut, just make sure say everything they aligned. But when I want cut, I no go cut the main, I no go cut the second side. Now just this top part I go cut. So you see them. So before you cut, make sure say this the sides they together. So the right side go they face with right side and the wrong side to the wrong side. So just make sure say everything they okay so that you go avoid mistake. So just make it like this, you see. So when I want cut now, I will only cut this part. I no go cut this down part because now this side will go join to the back of the knicker. So just cut them like this. So when you reach this part here, just come down like so. Just cut them like this. If you cut them direct, just cut them like this. See? So just give a small notch here so that it will indicate, you see. So this part, you see say this part now, I know cut this part now, only the top part now I cut. So the next thing where I want to do, where we go do now, I will go iron gum stay, put for this side. I go cut small strip of this gum stay just to give them structure for this side. So I go iron small gum stay for here. Make I go iron them, I'll come show now. So we don't go iron the gum stay. See, I don't iron them for the back, the side where we cut. See? So I don't iron them flat here. Next thing we want to do now, we'll just go our machine. I don't iron and reach the part where we notch. So now here you go, the iron, you go iron and reach. The next thing we'll go do now, we'll just carry this our main this main the knicker itself plus the pocket, put the right sides together for the side where you cut. Then I go my machine, I go sew am with 1/2 inch to the side where I notch here, to this side where the notch dey. See am, I go just sew am reach here with 1/2 inch. So from here to here I go sew am with 1/2 inch. Make I go sew am now, come show now the outcome. So we don't come our machine now to come sew the knicker pockets together with the knicker itself. So the first thing what we go do now, as I don't put them for the machine now, see am, I don't put the right side together. The first thing we go do, I go just back stitch am. Make I do am now, make una see. So as I don't come the machine now, the first thing na to just, you know, do back stitch. Then I go just sew am together. So when you reach the end, also make sure say you back stitch am. Then we don't reach the end now, we just back stitch am. So just then time to cut. So once we cut the, see, from the front now. So the next thing we will go do now, as we don't cut this side, we'll just do small notches. We'll just put small notches for this side with scissors. So I'll just use the scissors, notch them like this. Then I go iron them once I notch and finish. So we don't notch them. I'll come iron them open so that everything will lie flat. Just open the seam like this so that everything will lie flat. I will just iron them flat. So the next thing I want to do, I want to top stitch them. So I will come back to my machine, go open the pocket like this. See am. So you make sure say this side, this seam allowance side. See, make I show now. See, make sure say this seam allowance side, it dey towards the pocket as you dey sew. Make sure say na in dey towards this pocket side. You know, dey towards the main knicker. Now the pocket side, now the seam allowance go dey. So you see am from the back, and you see am. So make I top stitch and now I go show now. So I don't top stitch and finish. See? So I don't top stitch the cloth. So I make sure say the seam allowance dey towards the pocket side and not towards the knicker, the main knicker. So we don't top stitch and finish. The next thing I want to do now, what we go do now, see am, we go come turn her like this. We go turn her like this. So make sure say you iron your own when you do your own. Then you go open the pockets like so. Okay, put them, make una see am well. Just hope so now they see what they do. So see, just open your own like this. Iron them, give an iron, better pressing well. Then ensure say everything they okay. See? So once you don't iron your own finish, then you go turn to the back like this. See? Just turn it to the back side. So when you turn it to the back side, put these three pieces together. These two pockets, this one. So first of all, you will put the pockets together. Make sure say it is straight, and make sure say, you know, remember saying that 2.5 inch we cut come out for here. So you go use your tape. Make sure say it that from here I go stitch this part from here. So I will come here. Don't arrange them together like this. So just arrange your own. Arrange your own like this. once you arrange and finish, you go take this part and the two pockets where they the back. So you see this notch what we put here earlier. Now we go need the notch. So you go use that notch. So you go use the notch. You go from that notch, you go swam together. Just give a small curve here, then swam for this side. First of all, go swam like this. The first thing what you go do before you swam like that, just come like this. Okay, so I just transfer and come my main table because that table too small. So the first thing what we go need to do now, you go take the pocket like this, See, say we don't swam finish and we don't top stitch them. So the first thing what we will come, the next thing what we go do now, we go take the pockets, fold them together. Fold them together. You see that notch where we do here. You know, say we notch this side. So we go notch from that notch, I go swam like this. Round. Make I go do an now, I can't show now. So we don't go swam. I don't sew. See this notch where we put here, I don't swam together and I don't sew the pockets round like this. So when you sew your own finish, just weave them. You fit weave them, or if you don't get weaving machine, you fit use your just cut small strip for this cloth, for your cloth or for your fabric. Just use and pipe them, or if you get bias, just use bias pipe them so that it go dey neat. That is, if you don't get weaving machine or if you don't want to weave them, so just to make them neat. Then see the inner. See, I'll make a show now the inside. See as because say we top stitch them that time. See as the thing just come flat. And I know even iron them. See, without even ironing, the thing will just lay flat. And then see from here to here, you know, say we cut 2.5 inches come out for here. So if you measure what's in the here now, and the same 2.5 inches. So from here, now we go. From here, we'll just use 1/2 inch seam allowance, sew them to the back of the panel, the other panel of the knicker. So we'll just use and sew to the back knicker, to the back side. You see them. Then after that, just use just run your machine up here small to take hold this place, to take hold this part to the pockets for here before you go affix your band, the waistband put. So now everything where they related to pockets with that. So if you use this method, put pockets for your any kind of clothes, whether na your skirt or whether na trouser or knicker or anything where you want put gown, you want put pockets, if you use this method where I don't illustrate. So I thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and I will see you for the next lesson. And then don't forget to help me like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.